Jehovah, hey, Africa, who do us like this? Africa, who do us like this? Who we offend? Who we offend? I think in the whole world we have 4 continents, but Africa, one thing you need to know about Africa is the kind of corruption, the impunity that have been prevalent in the last decade, and it's so shocking that in this century 2023 we are still experiencing this. I feel that Nigeria is even a saner country besides all these other African countries that we have. Imagine a 90-year-old Cameroon president, Paul Biya, who has ruled for 40 years, is now making remarks about the Gabon coup. And tomorrow, if the soldiers in Cameroon decide to organize a coup d'etat, ECOWAS will rise up and start complaining that they want them to go back to civilian government. And the question what they are not talking about is what have the people, what have they benefited from civilian government? What have they benefited from civilian rule? Imagine someone ruling a country for 40 years and your mind no cut, you no fear. Africa. Also in Gabon, the father of a current president before the coup happened, he ruled them from 1967 up until 2009 and handed over to the son, and the son has been ruling since then. And by the way, I find it weird that this, even after the coup d'etat, they still gave the government back to the nephew, or is it cousin now? Cousin to the current president that is being currently detained. Power was now given to him. I'm like, I don't understand. Is it that there's no other person in the whole country that can rule Gabon? In fact, in some other African country also, they have a situation with their president who have had stroke for quite a while now, and it's the wife and the son that is now ruling the country. And I'm like, how now? How did this happen? How did, Africa? I don't understand though. And I think that because of the corruption, the massive embezzlement going on in Africa, it has really impoverished, the people of Africa, because though we have resources, we have natural resources, people are still living in poverty. People are living below $1 per day. It's just so sad. And this is what the white countries are also feeding on, because it helps them when we are not organized, when there's corruption. It's directly or indirectly, it helps these countries to grow as well. Because look at the French country, this time around. Look at how they have, exploited most of, these countries that they colonized. They have continued to exploit these countries. And that is what, Gabon, Niger Republic, Burkina Faso, Guinea, and other countries that have organized coup recently, that is what they are fighting against, the influence of these white countries on their country, and they are saying no to impunity. Just 2 days ago, Niger Republic are still protesting, up until now, started 2 days ago, saying that they are giving the They are giving them ultimatum to leave their country, that they no longer need their service. On the other hand, France is insisting to stay behind in Niger Republic, saying that they cannot leave Bazoum. And if you take a look at what Bazoum has done to that country, for how long he has ruled, the kind of corruption and everything that has gone on during the reign of this man, you would think that the France would want to stand against that. They would not want to have anything to do with him because of what the man stands for. But on the contrary, they are standing with him, they are supporting him, they are deciding to, stay behind the Niger Republic, despite the fact that the people of Niger are saying that they do not want them any longer in Niger. But anyway, before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world as well. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. 90-year-old Cameroon President Paul Biya, who has ruled for over 40 years, condemns Gabon coup. The government of Cameroon has condemned the recent coup in Gabon that ousted sit-tied leader Ali Bongo Ondimba. Cameroon is headed by one of the longest-serving sit-tied leaders in Africa, 90-year-old Paul Biya, who has ruled for about 41 years. A statement issued by the country's Minister of Communication, René Emmanuel Sadi, on Thursday, said the government of Cameroon has taken note of and is worried about the events that occurred in Gabon on 30 August 2023. It condemns the ongoing anti-constitutional change of government, which violates the fundamental principles and values of the Economic Community of Central African States and of the African Union. It calls on all the stakeholders to ensure the physical integrity of President Ali Bongo Ondimba and members of his family, the rapid restoration of constitutional order, and the preservation of peace and stability so dear to the sons and daughters of Gabon and the other Central African countries. Sahara reporters on Thursday reported that President Biya, one of Africa's longest-serving leaders, also made new appointments at the Defense Ministry's Central Administrative Unit, according to the decree made public on social media. Biya has ruled as the president of Cameroon since November 6, 1982. Wow! Having previously been Prime Minister of Cameroon from 1975 to 1982. With the latest coup in Gabon on Wednesday, Africa has experienced 8 coups over the last 3 years since August 2020. You all, let me have your thoughts and comments in the comments section. This man, Paul Biya, I know that wherever he is, he would be anticipating a coup in his own country himself. But, because he's still in power, he still has mouth to talk. I wonder what the people of Cameroon are doing. How can you let someone rule you for 41 whole years? What am I even saying? Nigeria experienced the same thing under Abacha. Imagine the kind of money, money that Abacha stored, in other countries, in banks, different bank accounts. That is what we Nigerians, we are still spending till today. Money we have not even finished collecting back. This money is as if, before you look left, right, center, they will say another money has been sent from Europe. Another something $billion is being sent back to Nigeria. and this same money is being relooted again, all over again. We remember the money, the first batch that was refunded back to Nigeria. We remember how they said they were going to use the money to buy hams, and nothing came of that. In fact, those people involved are now working freely, in the country. They did not really, get any scratch, or they did not even really go to prison after that. You all, let me have your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe, guys, if you haven't. Thank you very much for watching and always supporting this channel. I appreciate you all. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.